ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be round one of the best of five final here. And here are our two finalists. XMT Flying Taco bringing the Dwarfs against Hadres and the Empire. This is round one of their best of five, and I am very excited to see how this plays out. So thank you all for tuning in. Once again, another big shout out to Biggie Schmalls for all those subs gifted. And here we go. Does my dog love baths? He does not, but I give him baths. His hair is just incredibly long right now. Dog groomer's closed. All right, so here we go. Tower of Hoeth is the map.
What's that I hear?
Dowie and Empire.
My goodness.
You want the
Dwarfs?
Dwarfs?
Total War it is.
Indeed, indeed. You want the Empire or the Stunties, my friend?
I'll go over the most stubborn of ones, being the Dowie. And I do love me some blasting charges, and we have them here in 4 miners with blasting charges. As well, we have a whole bunch of Dwarf Warriors. Looks like we have 3 standard Dwarf Warriors, 2 Dwarf Warriors with brick weapon. Backing them up, we have 2 Slayers, one of them being the Arloir, the Dragonback Slayers. And we have 3 cannons. And looks to be just 2 Thunderers for the skirmish potential here. So plenty of long range fire. Oh, and we do have the beautiful Iron Drakes looking to roast some state troops today, and they are just absolutely glorious units. We must take time to note the beard armor on these units. Yep, they have beard armor.
I mean, you don't want your beard to get singed. I got beard armor
absolutely,
at home.
Man. Yeah. Oh, yeah? Yeah, you can't leave one, home without one. And, oh, okay. We still have 4 miners with blasting charges, but we also have a single standard miner. Now, for the leadership, we have our Lord. He's on the anvil, carried by his loyal subjects, and looks like just the Wrath of Moon and the Locust of Power. I think that's but yeah, so that will give the extra magic resist map-wide, and we'll see that's pertinent to the Empire army here, as what has the Empire brought to deal with the Dwarven threat, my son?
Well, it does look like our Empire player has gone for some artillery of his own, but starting with the infantry, it does appear we're going to be seeing 1 spearman, and then we're going to have 4 swordsmen, one of which will be the ROR Sigmar Sons. Aside from that, we got ourselves some great weapons on that far right flank, ready to pressure it, and then we also have another unit of great swords on the left flank. Gonna have 3 cannons, so 3 of these great cannons to shoot down the Dowie, and then a 3rd great sword in the center too. Gonna have some handguns. Do we have one, or is there another? This looks like 1 handgunner, and then the Black Lines Regiment Renown War Wagon. I love it. I love it. I love it. We'll see how they do here. Does look like the Empire has a little bit of an advantage in terms of the ranged fire, but we'll see. Those dwarf cannons are always deadly. Up in the air, we will have a Bright Wizard on a Pegasus. Going to be bringing, oh my goodness gracious, do you see this, Roman? We got Flamestorm. We've got Cascading Fire Cloak and Fireball.
We got a Flamestorm.
Oh yeah, we got a Flamestorm. And then for the leader of the army, it looks like we're going to have Marcus Wolfhart on the field here. He's going to have the Amber Bow and the Hunter Snare, and he's going to immediately start firing into the Dowie infantry, but he's going to miss that first shot.
Excellent. Now let's get back to the important part. The real stuff, you know? Bread and potatoes. There's a Flamestorm on the field. It's absolutely mad. We'll see how he uses that, because I can't really think of any reason why it should be brought here over other spells. Yeah. I mean, piercing bolts or whatever it's called.
Wow.
But here we go.
The Black Lions destroying a cannon model with their first volley, but the Dwarfs routing that great cannon from the Empire, so I guess we'll see what happens.
I don't really like this initial passive play from the Dwarfs here. He needs to push out his blasting charges, push back the Empire lines, and then use his use that to screen out for his Thunderers and his Iron Drakes.
Yeah.
But yeah, the act like this, he's giving plenty of room for the Black Lions and Wolverine. I mean, he gets some work done here. And yeah, one cannon is off the field and another fireball is coming in. Looks like it might kill a cannonball. No, it looks like, yeah, it was blocked by a tree.
Oh, wow. Look at that. So, yeah, one cannon down to one model, the other one routing. So the Dwarfs only have one piece of artillery back online. And now the Empire is remounting one of their cannons. There's only one model left on it, but the other two still have 3 models apiece. So that plus the Black Lions, I mean, Empire's looking
see how the Black
strong.
Lions do after this volley, though.
Yeah.
Ooh, a swing and a miss. My goodness. Just
Oh, wow. And now that artillery crew's going to be the target of all of the Empire, artillery, but it's not lost a model yet, surprisingly enough. I would really like to see the Empire just try to dominate the artillery game here and kill it off for good.
Yeah, it's an interesting stalemate here, essentially, as they just prolong the skirmish phase. Here we go, the Dwarf showing some aggression here, pushing out, which I think he really needed to do quite some time ago. Maybe you'll get some glorious blast charges on these Sigmar Suns, which would be the prime target. Let's see if he can get a good connection here.
Yeah, he really needs to pull this
Oh,
black
the Flame
line
Storm,
out.
it's happening! The Flame Storm, and I think it's going to miss completely.
Oh, no. It looks really cool.
Itself. It looks beautiful. Look at that. It really is a beautiful spell. It's glorious.
He just cast it for
Just did no
aesthetic
damage.
purposes.
Yeah, yeah. I really love the Flame Storm with blasting charges. I mean, come on, it's beautiful. Are you not entertained? Oh, that damage on the Sigmar Suns, though, HW. Just brutal.
Oh man, yeah, the blasting charger's going off, having a field day. And the Dowie artillery is getting remounted, and... Oh, it destroyed a model. The fireball finally did its thing.
You know, it's really been an equal trade, too, as the cannons are continuing to get work done. They've taken a lot of damage, but the Black Lions are dealt with. Only a single model and with barely any HP left.
Yeah.
A single volley from the Thunderers will delete them, and the Empire Caster's taking some damage as well. This frontline engagement is a bit precarious for the Empire, it seems, with these dwarven numbers, but we'll see how it boils out here.
Yeah, I mean, the Great Sword's still trading pretty well, but they've taken some damage from the firepower here. However, the handgunners for the Empire are doing quite a good job, and they're really good uncontested so far, but oh man, those Great Swords blasting charges absolutely just getting devastated on the approach.
And now the Iron Drakes too. Oh my goodness, HW. It's just the Empire State Troops roasting here. Get your barbecue sauce ready. It's well done. It's time to eat.
Oh, well done indeed. And I mean, right now, I like that the Dwarf player here has sent all of his crews over here to try to remount artillery pieces since they carry their own ammunition, but all of the Dwarf artillery is offline now. So Empire does have the artillery advantage in spades. They have 7 cannons online and 1 black line still. But will it be enough to kill off this infantry? And I mean, honestly, right now, I think it will be. By the looks of it, it's looking pretty good for the Empire. Handgunners about to finish off the Iron Drakes. You still have a lot of infantry over here clogging up the Dowie advance. And now that the artillery's done, you know, the Empire can really start focusing just on killing the Rune Lord, which it looks like they're going to be doing right now.
We'll see. I feel like the Dowie have plays here. The Slayers, if they can just get on the handguns, and the other Slayers just get onto the cannon. There's not much Empire can really do about it at this. There's a lot of dwarven bodies, and these handgunners are still online. And these handgunners might be able to do victory for the Dowie, but oh, this is huge. The Slayers are just sitting on Marcus Wolfhard. Are they thinking of killing Marcus Wolfhard? I guess they are.
Yeah,
and
they're
I feel
trying
like they
to,
could
they're getting shot to pieces
shut down
now.
the cannons, shut down the handgunners, but they are breaking through. They are fully breaking through in the center now. So it's still anyone's game, but it favored balance of power.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, Marcus Wolfhard desperately needs, there it is, the Hunter Snare, and he just needs to run for his life if he can, but that's
funny because oh no. Wow, big shot. Just the face shot at a few Slayers there, and he'll just barely be able to slip out there.
Yep.
But he's just moments away from routing, so we'll see. That may have just prolonged as these 6 Slayers. We'll see. Only 6 Slayers left. And this is it's just a wild battle here. Engagements all over the field.
Yeah, it looks like the Bright Wizard's in the back line trying to chase these routing Thunderers, but getting shot by other Thunderers on the way, so he was wavering, but Oh, will he be able to stay in combat? He might just start routing right now because the artillery crew's going to get him.
Yeah, wow, boom, that's huge. And I can't help but think maybe the dwarves, if their leadership can not die to cannonballs like it is right now, maybe they can remain steadfast in the late game and break state troops, but I think the Rune Lord is just going to get blasted here.
Yeah.
Just
Didac, thanks for the follow. Yeah, I mean,
my goodness.
Rune Lord is just taking it to the face right now. It's not pretty, but look at this. All of the artillery on the Empire is now getting shut down. I mean, there's tattered infantry on top of them. Not much, but it's going to be enough to start shutting them down. But there goes
just
the
the
Rune Lord.
last few shots there. It was enough.
Yeah. Bright Wizard routing, but he'll definitely be coming back, and as long as he plays it safe, he should be okay. And I mean, really, it's all about whether the oh wow, Marcus Wolfhart fighting the last Slayer, and he just won. He decapitated him. Oh wow, Marcus Wolfhart, you're not as much of a chump as you look like. But
My goodness.
artillery is now all routing almost. Oh, actually no, the one on the far right flank seems like they may win against those miners. But the Black Lions, even though there's one model left, just MVP right now, shredding through the Dwarven infantry. And if these artillery pieces come back, I mean, they'll be in a pretty strong position. But right now, the Dwarves taking the lead in the balance of power, Romulan.
Yeah, look at that. The leadership may be able to change the tide here in the late game. And wow, look at this. Just one single Slayer just running straight at Marcus. So I think he's... take one to the face. But with these guns in the late game, I think the Dwarves, they'll be able to, maybe they can get range of the Black, at least it's some counterfire to help the, I was going to say infantry, but what infantry is there? This is a wild game. There's just barely anything left for either player. And they're just scrapping, clawing, scraping their way here to a victory any way they can.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, this seems like it's the way so many Dwarf Empire battles go, where it's just like both armies are in complete tatters, and they're just desperately trying to get any advantage they can. But right now, Marcus Wolfhart's in range of the Thunderers, and that's a huge problem. He's definitely trying to run away. A fireball coming at him, as well as the Black Lions focusing on him too.
Fireball connect.
Wicked Science, thank you so much for the sub. Just kidding, Biggie Smalls, you're my hero. Once again, gifting a 25th sub today. Madman. But, I mean, it's so close. It looks like the Dwarfs are going to be taking it, though. I mean, especially with the Black Lions out of ammunition. And the Thunders are just going to shoot them down now. Huge.
Yeah, just look at the Empire army across the field is just in tatters. There's not a single unit above 50% HP. And, some Dwarf Warriors and Thunderers are still in relatively decent health, and oh, here we go. A last samurai moment for the Black Lions here.
Oh no.
I get this in slow-mo.
Oh, look at that.
Close.
A charge, and then he's just going to run away. But yeah, that looks like a GG at this point for the Dowie.
Down goes the Black Lion.
Well, when it comes down to tatters of infantry like this, the Dwarfs usually win. They are so stubborn, as you pointed out initially.
Yeah, just that leadership. They just barely hold on. And having Thunderers in the late game is such a powerful unit. Maybe one of the best range units in the game. 80 armor, shielded, good leadership. Able to take a face charge from the Black Lions, keep going, take a fireball, keep going, and yeah, at the end of the day, it's that leadership and that metal, and the Dwarves can just win the day. I really have to point out something, though. There's basically no mobility from either player. I mean, as a Dwarf, you can bring a gyrocopter in this matchup. It's pretty strong. And as a Empire player, I mean, I feel like not bringing any mobility to try and wreak havoc in the back line.
Yeah.
It's just, it's very odd to me. And still, I like pretty straightforward builds, interesting choices. Yeah, and you know, that's Napoleon Total War with a little bit of fantasy, a little bit of magic, but that was Napoleon Total War.
Yes, it was.
Just about to a T.
And I couldn't agree with you anymore, man. I think one unit of Vampire Knights would have made a huge difference. It could have just run up through the forest, and then once all the Dowie
Yep.
were pushing forward, just go shut down Thunderers and the cannons without any, competition to really compete with them. So hindsight's
Yep.
2020, though.